Definitely. I wanted to ask you, what do you feel in your mind caused the death of ECW?
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman? So
yeah, totally Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman going nuts, like spending. Paul Heyman spent like over $2 million of his dad's retirement fund to fuel that company. See, we weren't getting paid to be on. We had to pay to be on Madison Square Garden Network. We had to pay to be on the Sunshine Network. We had to pay to be on like WGN. I don't even know if we were on WGN, but we had to pay to be on TV wherever we were. And we never had any other advertising. If you ever noticed any of those old shows, all the advertisements was ECW wear, like T-shirts or whatever. You know what I mean? So we didn't have a lot of advertisers back then. And Paulie's doing shit stupid like spending $14,000 because Jake the Snake missed his plane for a pay-per-view somewhere. I want to say like Cobb County, Georgia or something, but maybe it wasn't there. You know, spending $14,000 to privately fly Jake the Snake to a pay-per-view when we didn't need him anyway. You know what I mean? Paul he had no sense of, you know what I mean? It's like going out to a bar and having $20 in your pocket and buying around for the whole bar. As soon as you get in there, then you're broke.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Paul, at least Todd had fiscal sanity. Paul just, he didn't care. It wasn't his money. Todd cared because when he had the company, it was his money.
Makes sense. Definitely.
Right. What are your thoughts on your XPW run, including your feud with Pogo the Clown?
Yeah. Just another company.
Nice.
Pogo's a good guy. You know what I mean? Pogo's a good guy. Rob, whatever. What was his name? Rob Black.
Rob Black.
They always treated me with fucking the absolute utmost respect. I used to get to if they had a locker room and the locker room was small, I would go dress with the girls. You know what I mean? I'd be dressing with like Lizzie Borden and like whatever, like porno stars like he had in there and all. And he knew it was cool because I could care less about these girls. You know what I mean? I was probably still married or whatever, but I always cared about partying with the boys. I didn't really care about women too much when I was on the road. And he would put me in the locker room with his who was he married to?
Lizzie Borden.
Lizzie Borden.
Was it Lizzie who ended up screwing the one guy and
Messiah?
his thumb cut off? Whatever that story is. I don't know. What's up with Rob Black? Anybody hear from him?
Actually, Rob Black, the rumor was he was getting out of prison the exact same weekend as the XPW One Night Stand, but he was told that he wasn't allowed to be there and he would be escorted out by the police.
If he bought a ticket?
Yeah, they didn't want him anywhere near the event because a lot of the boys have heat with them, apparently.
Yeah, no, that's Kevin. Kevin Kleinrock's doing all that. They don't care about the boys. The boys don't have heat with whoever's paying them. You know what I'm saying? The boys aren't controlling that. Kevin Kleinrock's controlling that. And Kevin's a great guy. Kevin has always been, like, top-notch with me. I couldn't deal with, because, like, dealing with Black was like dealing with Paulie. So that's why I always dealt with Todd. And so when, like, my first time dealing with XPW, I just dealt with Kevin Kleinrock, and Kevin's, like, the best. He's totally professional. He makes sure you're taken care of. You know, he really took care of me well, and I always thanked him good for it.
Definitely. What do you think of the atmosphere at the One Night Stand event? We actually saved Lizzie, Lizzie Valentine against Pogo.
I don't remember it.
You don't remember me picking you up at the airport for that event?
Oh, all right. I remember that part where we stayed in the hotel there, but I don't remember.
Remember because we picked on my buddy.
What I did in the ring.
We picked on my buddy Matt the whole time because he couldn't drive properly.
Oh, wait, this is the last time I was there with Terry Funk and Raven and all
exactly.
those guys.
If you remember, we picked on Marky Mark because of his driving.
That's right. I forgot about that.
And then we picked on him the following weekend here in Portland.
Yeah, but what? Yeah, right. And then, yeah, but I forgot all about it, that they were doing some girls thing before mine, which even brought me out to the ring, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they did that.
All about it.
Lizzie Valentine came out, cut a promo, stating that she wasn't scared anymore, and Pogo came out and was going to beat her up, and you came out from the back.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't remember that much.
Understandable. I have the DVD, which can actually be purchased, ladies and gentlemen, through BigVisionEntertainment.com. Cheap plug there. Alex, go ahead.
Well, first off, Sam, I just wanted to ask actually I guess, which show did you actually prefer to be part of around 2005? The Hardcore Homecoming show, which was promoted by Shane Douglas, or the One Night Stand pay-per-view?
What do you think?
Well, the one
What do you think?
The One Night Stand because of the money, I would assume?
Well, it's a grander stage. You know what I'm saying? It's like being on Broadway to be in a Paramount studio to film.
Mm-hmm.
You know, definitely you want to be on. Even though for Shane's show, I don't even know who I wrestled. But for the One Night Stand with the Dudleys. Okay, but for the one for Shane Douglas, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are you talking about the One Night Stand when me and Dreamer tagged against the Dudleys?
Yeah, with the Dudleys.
If you ever go back and look at that match, you will see what actual brilliance, absolute brilliance that match is. Tommy and it was here, I'll tell you something. It was Johnny Ace. I don't know if anyone knows who Johnny Ace is. Johnny Ace is Tommy Dreamer's boss. Johnny Ace is Vince's right-hand man. Johnny Ace makes all the decisions. Johnny Ace sat there at the table and took notes, as Dreamer told me and the Dudley. Well, him and Bubba were like kind of running it, because if you remember, there was like 17 people in that match. There was like four. I mean, there was us four, but there was like 5 different run-ins with another 11
players,
or 12 people.
Spike.
Yeah, Just Incredible. There was still, and then Francine and Beulah. There was like all kinds of runs and stuff like that. That match was like total brilliance, and I really have to hand it to Dreamer, because Dreamer just wanted to give anybody that didn't have a match on the show a chance to be as a part of our match.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get totally lucky at the end. I don't even know. I don't know how much time is left on the pay-per-view or whatever. But I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I'm out of here. These guys are all gonna have a love fest. I go up and I walk up the top of the stairs and I turn around and I'm like, oh, here comes Steve. So, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wait for Steve. Steve comes up the stairs, turns around, he goes, hey brother, let's tilt one for the people or something like that. We turned around, put our arms up, the place popped, and then boom, that was the end of the pay-per-view. I'm sure he didn't know it either, because he didn't have an earpiece, and we didn't have no producers like right there telling us, So yeah, that all worked out really, really good for me. Ended the pay-per-view.